Welcome back, everybody, to our weekly communion. You know, the purpose of this vlog, we'll say, is to speak to our UC gospel-centered, disciple-making, and church-planting vision biblically, and to invite you to engage in the life and mission of our church. The Union Church is both an oasis and a launchpad of hope. And many of you were with us Sunday as we launched Lucas and Chloe out from among us, better prepared to engage in the life and the mission of the local church where they will be attending. Now, it is always sad to say goodbye. We actually shed a few tears, and yet there is joy in knowing that they are secure in their purpose and calling. Question: are you fueled with gospel purpose and prepared to engage in the mission of the local church? 1 Peter chapter 2 verses 9 and 10 fuels us with purpose and calls us to engage with the world as salt and light. It says this: but you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into wonderful light. Once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. You know, the Apostle Peter points out that the gospel delivers us from an undesirable state into God's presence and His perfect, pleasing, and good will. The fuel that motivates us is that we once did not belong. We were foreigners or strangers to God, wanderers without a sovereign nation or people to dwell with. We had no rest. But God, by His mercy, has chosen us and made us into a holy nation and into His special possession, for His special purpose, not for our own joy and goodness alone, but that we might be prepared to engage in His mission. Peter tells this scattered in this battered church that God has called them and us even now to Himself, that we might declare the praises of Him who calls us out of darkness and sets us into light. That each one of us has a story of redemption to tell as we're called out of one type of despair or another and delivered by God's saving power into a new life, a new community of people living for God and on mission. Are you fueled with gospel purpose and prepared to engage in the mission of the church? Come and engage in the life of the Union Church. Join a group. You know, both ladies' Bible studies have begun, as well as our girls' preteen Bible study. Saturday night, March 7th, will be our first couples Bible study. Saturday, March 14th, both ladies' Bible studies will meet for a special service, and the men will have our first men's breakfast and Bible study of the year. John 4, verses 35 and 36, Jesus says to His disciples, "Look, I say to you, raise your eyes and look at the fields, and see, they are white for harvest. Already the reaper," that's the Lord, "is receiving his wages. He is gathering fruit for eternal life, so that he who plants," that's you and me, "and he who reaps," that is the Lord, "may rejoice together." Come Sunday, March 8th, as we continue our sermon series, Do You Believe? Doctrine to Change Your Life. And let's take a closer and deeper look into the mission of the church. Plus, our UC TMT teens will meet during the worship service. Stay well, church. Stay connected in a changed and ever-changing world.